Hello, Vincent. I want to thank you for your beautiful paintings and drawings. You do not know me, but like so many others, I feel that I know you well because you shared your world with us by your art and by the letters that you wrote, most of all those to your brother Theo. Those letters have been published for everyone to read. That may come as a surprise for you, but it's all right, even though you write about personal matters. I think you were a man with a great passion for everything you did. You had a hard time in the Borinage district, where you worked as a preacher. The conditions there were really bad, but you were young and strong then, and you were able to recover. Eventually, you decided to become a painter, and I can see that you worked really hard to learn the skills that it takes. In your work, I can see your great love for colors, but also for choice of motif, composition, perspective, texture, and so on. Your paintings are wonderful. At one time, a few years ago, I could see a great number of them at the museum in Amsterdam. What an experience. I felt close to you then, thinking about that you had actually stood in front of the painting with your brushes and your paint and worked on the canvas. Later in your life, you moved to Arles to live in a yellow house. Then also you worked hard and made some beautiful paintings, but life became difficult for you, and you had to stay in the asylum for a while. It is kind of heartbreaking to read about your eagerness to get away when you felt well enough, and the worries when you eventually wanted to move north again. I think Theo thought that you needed somebody to accompany you throughout the journey, but as you say, you couldn't think that the trip could go wrong in any way, and as you correctly pointed out, you were not one of those who are dangerous in any way. Well, you got a new start. You got to know Dr. Gogh, and perhaps you became more optimistic and happy for a while. Unfortunately, your health got worse. I don't know what really happened. I see in one of your letters that you describe yourself as a nobody, but you know it isn't true. Even if you didn't paint one single painting, you were not a nobody. Everybody is somebody. I think it was only because you were so tired and had been trying so hard for so long that you felt that way. Your great work was not yet recognized. Maybe you felt very lonely and worthless, but you were an honest and fine man. I don't mean to tell you that the world is an easy place. There are still cruelty, greed, betrayal, longings, hardship and shame, but there are also light and love, hope, beauty, happiness, colors, joy, and sometimes a good balance between struggle and peace of mind. In your paintings I find all those nice things also. Again, thank you, Vincent. A good handshake to you. Ever yours, Örjan.